as you can see, it's another hair video. I have had protective styles and wigs on for the past couple of months. I had, just been promoting some wigs, so I am ready to like wash my hair for the week. I try to wash my hair once a week, but when I'm wearing wigs or protective styles, it becomes like every 2 weeks. So this is actually a week, so I only had a wig on for a week. I know that's crazy, but it's all good. I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna really do the takedown of my hair. I'm preparing my hair for a professional trim on Saturday. You guys know we gonna talk about the story in this video, but y'all know I hate getting a professional trim because of the trauma that someone did to me a couple years back. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing my own hair because I don't trust people with scissors because they get a little scissor happy. But anyways, before we get into that, don't forget to go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you tap that notification button. Let's get into all this. All right, y'all. So thankfully my hair is kind of already split into sections. Really, I did this in sections so it could just easily be flat twisted down. These are, what are these? What did I put in? Oh, they're braid / twist, so nothing too bad. In here I have lemongrass water mixed with water. I like to warm this up, which thinking of it, I need to go warm it up now. Okay, we back. So let me give y'all a little background on this. This is ℓικye's is it ℓικye? Yeah, ℓικye Natural Lemongrass Leave-In Conditioner. Let me give y'all a background story on this. This has come a long way. It started off with my brother who had it first, and it did not work for him. He was like, maybe it'll work for you, but it did not work for me. I think he was in transitions between shows, so he was just trying different products to take with him to put in his hair before his shows and stuff before he goes on stage. It didn't work for him, so he gave it to me. He gave me a basket full of products to try, and in the basket was ℓικye's lemongrass leave-in conditioner, and I was like, okay, let me try it. I tried it in my hair and I was like, it's not for me. So it went into my basket of products that I don't use. I literally have a gigantic basket like of products that just don't work for me, whether I give them away or maybe I'll just come back and try them, because our hair changes, and something that may not have worked before works later. 3 weeks knowing my hair, I was like, let me go in this basket and try this again, but try it in a different way. So I went in the basket, I pulled this out because, lemongrass is good for your hair, It helps with a lot of things. It has a lot of benefits. I'll list them here. I have low porosity hair. I have type 4C hair, low porosity. A lot of things work better when I have heat in my hair. So I said, let me go back and rearrange some things. So I took warm water, and then I opened this bottle up and put some of the product in my bottle. Ignore that my bottle was messed up because, of course, it's seen some years, okay? This is my handy dandy water bottle, so leave me alone about my water bottle. Anyways, I put it in some warm water, and I worked it in my hair, and I was like, whoa. My hair had a completely different reaction to this product when it was warm. Get into the story for today. Why I don't trust people to cut my hair. So, this goes back some years, y'all. Some years. So, when I was 8 or 9, this was around the time when I was up and down about looking at natural hair on YouTube, but I wasn't really into natural hair. I was just looking at it it was becoming a big trend, and I was like, ooh, this is kind of cool. That's when I discovered the Glam Twins, which I did a video about that story a while ago. If it's still up, I'll link it in this video. But that's when I was discovering the glam twins. That's who really like encouraged me to go natural. But 8 or 9, I was still perming my hair at that time. I hadn't fully transitioned yet. And there's this family hairstylist that my family liked to go to. Like, I'm talking about down to my grandma. We went to this, this hairstylist, and she was really good. Like, she has been doing hair for years. Like, I will never doubt her abilities. Like, she was really good. Like, I trusted her with my hair. Like, she would perm my hair, she would wash my hair, and she would lay my hair. And like everything she did was like the old-fashioned way, with like the iron on the stove, old-fashioned way. But my hair would be laid for weeks. Okay, y'all, weeks. Like, she did really good. Really, really good. Like, really good. She had her own salon in her basement. Like, she was doing her thug dizzle. Black woman, black owned business, beautiful. But this particular day, I don't know what happened. We were sitting down in a chair, and she normally hand me a book, like a magazine with hairstyles in it. And she like, anything different? What do you want? Do you see something in here that you want? I already knew that it was time for a trim. I knew my mother knew. And it was time for a trim. Like, I need to trim up my hair. My mom didn't particularly, like, normally my mom brings me, because my mom was like very protective of my brother and I, like very protective. She did not let us go a lot of places by ourselves. But this one particular time, she was not with me. I think this was my brother driving at the time. Did my brother take me, or did my grandma take me? I can't remember which one it was. I just know that my mom was not there with me this time. And so I knew that when my mother made the appointment, she made the appointment for me to get a trim in my hair. And so Miss G was like, okay, well, I can do that hairstyle. You know, you want a flat iron. I always like getting a side part. I always like side parts. And she's like, and your mom also said that it's time for a trim. And I was like, okay, yes. So I was minding my business, watching TV. She put on some Nick Jr. Was it Nick Jr.? I don't know what she put on. I knew it was Nickelodeon. Maybe it was Nick Jr. Maybe it's Nickelodeon. I just know she put on some kid TV. I won't pay no kind of attention. Washed my hair, did every process that she normally does, and then it came to the part where she had to cut my hair. I've always trusted her to cut my hair, like, always, like, never messed up. This particular time, she was snipping. And I mean snipping, talking, and snipping. And I was like, this is a real long, you know, snip. Like, maybe I won't even think about detailed snips at that time. But she was going. She cut it, she bumped it, and it was time for me to go. She handed me a mirror, and I just sat in the mirror and just looked. And I looked. It hadn't hit me. I saw myself, and I went and got in the car. And nope, I think my brother did take me, because I think I remember looking at my brother and just like crying in the car. We hadn't even left her house yet. I just cried. She cut my hair into like a bob, like a bob. My hair was long. Like, as a kid, I had long hair. Like, my hair was down my back. And I felt like everything that I did as a kid to like make my hair grow long was just gone. It was done. I did not trust her anymore. My hair was gone. Like, my hair was like down here and it was up here. That's where she cut it. And for the longest, my hair would not really go past my shoulders anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't know if something, I was traumatized. My hair for years would not go back past my shoulders, especially when I started transitioning my hair, because I did it the 2-inch trim off every couple of months. So I didn't do the big chop. I like gradually trimmed my hair. And so my hair was just never the same. Never the same. I remember going home crying to my mom at how short my hair was. And of course, mamas do what mama does, comfort and hug. Of course, she called the hairstylist. She called Miss G, and Miss G just like, she was so sorry. She apologized so many times. I never went back after that. No matter how much my mom still went to her, I would no longer even go with my mom to the hair appointments. Like, that was something that just traumatized me. And she would call, she'd be like, you know, it's time for a hair appointment. No, years I didn't go. Someone at our church started going to her years after the fact, and she did amazing on my hair, like amazing. I trusted her to do my hair. She would tell me about my ends needing to be trimmed and clipped, but I didn't let her do it. I was like, I just don't trust people cutting my hair. I don't trust people cutting my hair, and it's nothing against, you know, any of the new hairstyles. I just had trauma. I didn't want to start over, and I'd rather cut my own hair, trim my own hair, and make the mistake than someone else. Anyone else agree? Comment below. You have a little bit of hair cutting trauma, okay? So since then, I've been trimming my own hair, doing my own hair, and it's been doing really good. It's been going well. But in my mind, this past week, I made up my mind that I'm going to get over my trauma, and I'm going to go see someone and get my hair done. I live in a more productive city now that I live in Maryland. I'm just going to find a hairstyle for today to like prepare for that. I'm going to choose a little key protective style because I'm going to get a blow dry, a shampoo, blow dry, and trim. And I don't want her to style it because I'm going to just revert my hair right back to its natural state. But I definitely know that I'm due for a trim. I'm realizing that my curls are a little different. And when the curls are a little different, that means it's time. It's time for a nice trim. I need to dust my ends off. Continue to take this out and wash my hair, and I'll be back. Mongongo oil hydrating conditioner. So if you guys remember my post from last summer, how I really like a particular one of their deep conditioners, and it contained protein during my protein overload. And I was like, I need something like this, but without protein. Well, this is what this is. This is their conditioner without protein. So for my girls with protein sensitive hair, you guys want to go check this out. Alright, you all, so I'm going to just start off by distributing the deep conditioner through my hair while sitting in front of the hair steamer and applying a little bit more of that lemongrass water. And I'm going to go rinse out the deep conditioner, and this is what my hair is looking like after I wash it all out. Crazy, right? So you're just going to start your sections so that you can do the protective style. So I like to use a leave-in conditioner to prime my hair, and then the curling smoothie to set the hair to prepare it for the braids that I'm going to put in. But the key of it all for me is the hair steamer that's going on. That is really helping the product soak into my hair strands and just continue to keep it soft while I'm prepping my hair. Now to get my hair going, I apply some gel around the roots and then smooth that down so that I can start my flat twist. So now that we've got the front taken care of, that took me a minute because like I was recording and like a lot of stuff happened in the midst of me recording. Anyways, So now that we got that taken care of, we're gonna go ahead and start working on the back. So today I think I want to try to put some like hair extensions in the back of my hair just for a week-long protective style. Just something cute in the back, and just we'll see how it goes. Like that, a simple protective style is created. So this should last me until I go get my haircut on Saturday. Pretty much the front is flat twisted, and I just put like simple little twist. I didn't even like boil water to do the ends because this is gonna stay up in a bun. You could possibly like do the ends and then it'll be like a high ponytail. You could do buns, like you can do so much with this style, but for me I just wanted a high bun out of this just to last until I get my hair blown out and cut. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and like. Doesn't matter what you do as long as you boop tap that notification button. See you guys next time.
Perfect.